Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to USEFP's short videos part of our free online GRE course. These videos will help you prepare for the GRE, which is essential for graduate level admissions in most universities in the United States and for the Fulbright Scholarship Program. I'm Amna Mahmood and I have been affiliated with the USEFP in various capacities since 2017. This session will be for GRE Verbal, and this is video number 12 of 12 and hence the last video in this series. In this video, we will look at an argument task and do an example. Please keep a notebook and a pen handy and let's work together on this. Let's first start off with looking at the structure of the argument task. The argument task consists of a brief passage in which the author makes the case for some course of action or interpretation of events by presenting claims backed by reason and evidence. This is followed by specific instructions. Your task is to discuss the logical soundness of the author's case by critically examining the line of reasoning and the use of his or her evidence. You do not have to agree or disagree with the position the author presents. And you have 30 minutes for the analyze and argument task. Okay, so let's look at an example. In surveys, Mason City residents rank water sports, swimming, boating, and fishing among their favorite recreational activities. The Mason River flowing through the city is rarely used for these pursuits, however, and the City Park Department devotes little of its budget to maintaining riverside recreational facilities. For years, there have been complaints from residents about the quality of the river's water and the river's smell. In response, the state has recently announced plans to clean up Mason River. Use of the river for water sports is therefore sure to increase. The city government should, for that reason, devote more money in this year's budget to riverside recreational facilities. The set of instructions following this passage is as follows. Write a response in which you examine the stated and/or unstated assumptions of the argument. Be sure to explain how the argument depends on the assumptions and what the implications are if the assumptions prove unwarranted. So this argument talks about a survey to support the prediction that the use of Mason River is sure to increase, and as a result recommends that the city government should devote more money in this year's budget to the riverside recreational facilities. A successful response in this case must discuss both the argument's assumptions and the implication of these assumptions for the argument as highlighted in the instructions. A response that does not fully address the task may not receive a high score. So as you start thinking about a possible response, please keep the following things in mind. Carefully read the argument and the specific instructions. You might want to read them more than once. Identify as many of the argument's claims, conclusions, and underlying assumptions as possible and evaluate their quality. Think of as many alternative explanations and counterexamples as you can. Think of what specific additional evidence might weaken or lend support to the claims. Ask yourself, what changes in the argument would make the reasoning more sound? So let's look at some assumptions of the argument and some ways in which the argument depends on those assumptions. For example, the assumption in the passage that people who rank water sports among their favorite recreational activities are actually likely to participate in them. It is possible that they just like to watch them. For example, there might be some national champion from their city that plays a water sport. This assumption underlies the claim that the use of river for water sports is sure to increase after the state cleans up the Mason River, and that the city should, for that reason, devote more money to riverside recreational facilities. Another assumption claimed in the passage is that what the residents say in surveys can be taken at face value. It is possible that the survey results exaggerate the interest in water sports. For example, the answer option can be listed such that they automatically end up favoring water sports. Or it could be that the people who were surveyed are not representative of the city's population. For example, maybe the survey only selected respondents based on their interest in water sports. We also do not know how big or small the sample was or from where the author got the survey results. Did he or she get the information from a reliable source? No such information has been shared with us in the passage. Another assumption that the passage makes is that the Mason City residents would actually want to do water sports in the Mason River. It could be that water sports are regarded as pursuits for vacations and weekends away from the city. The assumption that the park department devoting little of its budget to maintaining riverside recreational facilities means that these facilities are inadequately maintained. This assumption underlines the claim that the city should devote more money in this year's budget to riverside recreational facilities. If current facilities are adequately maintained, then increased funding might not be needed even if recreational use of river does increase. Another assumption made in the passage is that the complaints about the river are numerous and significant. This assumption motivates the state's plan to clean up the river and underlines the claim that the use of river for water sports is sure to increase. Perhaps the complaints are coming from a very small minority, in which case cleaning up the river might simply be a misuse of state funds. The assumption that the state's cleanup will occur soon enough to require adjustments in this year's budget. This assumption underlines the claim that the city should devote more money in this year's budget to riverside recreational facilities. The assumption that the dirtiness of river is the cause of its being little used and that the cleaning up of the river will be sufficient to increase recreational use of the river. Residents may have complained about water quality and smell even if they had no desire to both swim or fish in the river. The assumption that the city should finance the new project and not some other agency or group, like no public or private agency should be funding for the cleanup of the river. Okay, so as you can see and as we've discussed, you are free to organize and develop your response in any way that you think will allow you to effectively communicate your evaluation of the argument. The ETS essay raters will see some essays at the 6 score level that begin by briefly summarizing the argument and then explicitly stating and developing the main points of the evaluation. The raters know that a writer can earn a high score by developing several points in an evaluation or by identifying a central feature in the argument and developing that evaluation extensively. GRE raters are trained to review diverse writing styles as just discussed. However, I do want to share a generalized outline to allow you to focus your thoughts and think strategically. But just as a means of a disclaimer here, please feel free to apply this if it works for you. So you can start the first paragraph by paraphrasing the author's argument and the conclusion that he or she has drawn based on the evidence he or she has provided. You should summarize the goal of your essay according to the specific instructions following the passage. In the second paragraph, you could state the most important assumption the author makes, questions to be answered, or possible alternative explanation. In the third paragraph, you could state another assumption the author makes, questions to be answered, or possible alternative explanation. You can add additional paragraphs to additional assumptions the author makes, questions to be answered, or possible alternative explanations. In the last paragraph, you can conclude by summarizing your main points. So the example that we did just now has been taken from the ETS website. If you want to view sample responses to this argument task, and the scores that they received from a score of 6 to the score of 1, you can visit this link. The page also provides the rater commentary for each scored responses. For your practice, ETS has published the entire pool of argument tasks from which your test argument will be selected. And this can be accessed on this link. Thank you for watching. I hope this session and this series proved to be useful for you. These sessions were developed to provide information on the GRE English components, and in the process introduce you to around 400 to 450 words that are seen frequently on the GRE. I would encourage you to view other videos in this series as well, so you have a comprehensive idea of what to expect on the test. Finally, to wrap up, I'm going to conclude with the main takeaways that we learned in this video. Please take care and stay safe.